She's an original, original, original. No, not your typical, typical, typical. She's an original, original, original. She's something lyrical, lyrical, lyrical. You thought you went and broke her heart. Ah, how adorable. She's an original, original, original. She's an original, original, original. Oh, now you're ready to give all you got. I guess you finally realized you dropped the ball, yeah, you're missing your shot. Got you losing your mind. Cause now she's out living life in the stories. Know where you're reaching now. Dreaming of ways you can make it that far. But I guess you don't know what you got until it's gone. Bet you wish you just held on, yeah. She's an original, original, original. No, not your typical, typical, typical. She's an original, original, original. She's something lyrical, lyrical, lyrical. You thought you went and broke her heart. Ah, how adorable. She's an original, original, original. She's an original. It's like 11 p.m. and I got a message from my menu asking to clarify about the colors of the bag. And so I'm like scrutinizing these pictures of fabric, trying to pick the best coordination of colors. Here, let me show you guys. So I have all these swatches here, and the original colors that are on the sample are 57, this one, and 80. And it doesn't look like it in the pictures, like my sample pictures. This is my draft, but let me show you guys the sample photos that I got. I actually thought the handles looked pretty good, but then seeing that the actual fabric looks like this 80, it's just a little like too yellow. And I feel like I want something a bit richer. Like this is way too dark, so I'm thinking of making it this richer brown, like this 56. But then I look at this and 80 and I just don't think it looks that good. I feel like it pairs better with 76 or 51, but then it's not like that contrast, you know? And then I'm thinking like, okay, maybe if not 56, then what if I did like 55, which is just a bit browner. It's nicer than this one. This one's just like too dark. This is very similar to this, which I think is black. And I don't know how it shows up on the camera, but I'm just trying to make these like thousands of dollars worth decision about what I want to do. And so I've like scrapped, I've taken like swatches, like cut it out from here and then made it a new layer, and then I'm turning this off just so I can see what I think without all the distractions. And I think this combo is nice. I think I'm leaning towards, sorry, I don't know if you guys can see at all, but please don't mind this pop-up. I don't know why I'm using beta. But I think this pairing is cute. I don't know. Like, I wish this was just a touch darker. And then it's like, well, what if I just used 55 instead? But this looks so similar to that. Like, what if it's just too dark, man? This as a base, potentially. Okay, so turn this off. V. But then I think that's too dark for sure, right? Yeah, I think this is too dark. I'm not even gonna entertain that. So maybe like this is how I visualize, guys. I just make like the bare minimum example like this. Do we like that? Or do we like this? I think this one, right? Right? Tell me the answer. By the time you guys see this, it's gonna be too late because I just need to get this decision like finalized. But I think I'm gonna go with the warmer, richer colors, even though they're closer in color. Okay. I hope this is the right decision. Please, if you buy it in the future, tell me the color of the browns on the straps and the bottom are perfect. Okay. I just need that very validating, very niche compliment. Good morning. Am I an influencer or what? I made this at home, and look, someone pointed out that my doors look like matcha Kit Kats, which I really love. And look, it's literally the same color. I added strawberries into here, but I have the skinny straw, so that was a grave mistake. Okay, so today the game plan is I'm gonna finish the book nook illustration so I can move on to a new illustration. I have finalized my strawberry tote, gave the go ahead for my menu to go forth with production, and let's see, I'm editing the vlog that you guys are going to see this week. I have like no concept of like linearity, time linearity, chronological order. I try to put everything in chronological order, but I'm not very good at it. And just another little day of looking at screens as an artist. Oh my god. And you know how I got my PRK surgery, which is like the laser eye surgery? I think it was like 2 months ago by now. Still one of the best decisions, best money I've ever spent on myself. It was like, again, if you want to watch that vlog, it's on my channel. It's not a popular one, but because it's so like removed from my regular content, but my whole experience is there. So if you were considering getting laser eye surgery, you can take a peek at that and see my experience with it. I did wake up today and felt like I had stuff in my eyes, and technically I guess the doctor said that your eyes will continually heal for the next few months. I didn't get LASIK, I got PRK surgery, which is a little bit different. So the recovery period is a lot longer. Anyways, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad, but today I felt like I had like eyelashes or dust stuck under my eyes. So I've been using over-the-counter eye drops a lot just to help with that. And it does work in like trying to flush out that feeling. I don't know what I'm talking about this right now. But your eye health is very important, especially as a visual artist, you know? Take care of your eyes. That's the moral of the story. Okay, it is this kind of day today. We got the pot of water, and we got the Pudak Cointreau cheese. It is that kind of lunch today. And I swear, I don't eat this every day. This is a once in a couple weeks occurrence, especially if Nick is not here to cook. He is the cook in this relationship, and if he weren't here, I would be subsisting purely on dumplings. But dumplings has meat and veggies and carbs. Like, it's the best of everything. Like, it's good enough. Jokes aside, it is important to make sure that you are fueling your body with good things. This is okay once in a while when you just need to get through the day. But, you know, you're not gonna last long on this. Get your greens. Eat good. I know this water is probably too hot, but do you guys remember those like old YouTube videos where like steaming your face was like a really big thing to open your pores? I feel like I'm kind of doing that right now. But don't get too close because I think it would really damage your skin if the water is genuinely too hot. But this is a pretty good distance and it actually just kind of feels nice. Self-care. Dude, I'm hitting all the like buzzwords in this vlog. I'm so proud of myself. This is one of my favorite bowls made by my friend Christine. It's a beautiful little flower bowl and it's the perfect size for just everything. But now I'm gonna add in the little Cointreau cheese. And the egg didn't fully cook in this because I actually like when the egg yolk is soft so I can break it up, and it actually makes the noodles just more rich in my opinion. So that's what I really like. But some of the egg whites have cooked, so I do like having some of it like this. The little bit of green truly makes it a lot more appetizing. Lunch is served. Okay, back in the studio room. So we have the noodles that we just made, and then I also have a little side dish of like celery. But this celery goes so good with my new obsession, which is Toom garlic dip. You can just get it at Costco, but it's literally just garlic dip. It's dairy-free and gluten-free. It's just like straight garlic, but it's like this smooth paste. It's so good. I'm obsessed.
너와 나 우리의
I got 2 orders to pack up.
그 세 글자 네 눈에 떠올라 잠깐만 아니야 떠오른 그 말 오늘은 그 말을 하기 싫어 그 얘기 많이 해본 것 같아 고백은 조금씩 상하잖아 오늘은 나 좀 다르게 그 말 안 할게 사랑해
너와 나 사이에 선을 지울래 그러면 그 말도 필요 없는 걸 그 얘긴 많이 해본 것 같아 고백은 조금씩 상하잖아 오늘은 나 좀 다르게 그 말 안 할게 사랑해 그 말보다 더 느낄 수 있게
accidentally printed 10 of the same label. Ooh! I gotta say that recording packing videos genuinely takes quite a long time. I think I'm just gonna record the other one in vertical and save that footage for a reel that I'll post over the weekend or next week. I gotta double dip this content. I don't feel like when you cut from like horizontal videos though, I feel like the quality is just so much more sucks. It sucks so much more. So I always prefer to just like double record, especially with the framing and all of that, so yeah. I ended up just recording like 2 or 3 reels and editing them, so it's been like a couple hours already. I can appreciate myself when I really have a lot of ideas and I'm able to pull them off like right now. Those moments are far and few in between. It's like really hard to do that. So now it's almost the end of the day and I'm really tired, but I still need to get to finishing that illustration. Yeah. Ooh, and Phoenix's biggest convention is Phoenix Fan Fusion, which is coming up in, I believe it's June this year, the first weekend of June. And I have decided to switch from an artist alley table to an exhibitor spot. So the artist alley spot was like $600. They refunded me, canceled my order basically, and then sent me an invoice for the exhibitor spot. The exhibitor spot at 10 by 10 is $1,400. Insanely expensive. It is more than twice the cost of an artist alley table, but I am just gonna try. I'm gonna go all out on this booth and see if it's worth it. I don't know. Out of all the events to, be able to try to go all out for, this would be the one because it's my local one and it has really high traffic. There's like 50,000 attendees, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna give it my all. It is 1 week following Fanime, so I just need to make sure I have enough stuff to bring to last those 2 weekends. But up until then, I have a huge break, so that's plenty of time to prepare for that. And I also have to, the other thing on my roster to do is update my website. So I'm gonna try moving from Shopify to SquareUp, and I'll show you guys how that website ends up turning out. It's gonna be just a lot of like sit down computer work and then again, recounting my inventory. So much fun. I have the new totes coming. There's so many new things that are coming up and I'm just very excited for this. I'm gonna start planning what I think I wanna do for my 10 by 10. And you know what's funny is that I never have enough time like before an event, like months, to like prepare and plan for it. So this is like the first time ever where I have a really big space, and it's not like a travel event, so I don't have to fly with everything, but everything is at home and I can drive back and forth. So I'm just gonna see and plan and see if I can pull this off. So in my Friend Fest vlog, at that craft fair, everyone has a 10 by 10 space, and my friend Nicole Moonspice, I really liked her layout. I think it looked really good the way that it filled out. So if we have like, for example, I already messed up. Say this is your 10 by 10 booth. So is not meant to be perfectly isometric. But the way that she did it was like, this had a big, let me do this in pen so it shows up better on camera. But she had a backdrop here and here. And then she had a clothes rack here. Right, and then she had all her apparel. Like this. And then she had another table here. And then she had her display like this. Let's just pretend that this is a display somehow. This is just a representation of what it could look like. And I really like this because it gives some space behind the table, but you could also easily like kind of block this off. So we're looking at something like this. And then she had a little table here. So if this is the 10 by 10, like this, she had another table in the corner. And the thing with Phoenix Fan Fusion is that for the exhibitors, there are technically no inlines, so every exhibitor gets a corner spot, because I imagine it's kind of like a cube. So if it would be like, oh my God, suddenly I forgot how to draw a cube, right? So then this is one corner. This would be another 10 by 10 right here. And this is another one. And this is another one right here. So I think it's like this. And then there's probably a little bit of space between this and then the next cube of exhibitors. I've done exhibitors once over Artist Alley, and that was at SakuraCon. And that was a couple years ago, and honestly, it wasn't worth it because I ended up making the same amount of money as I typically would have in an Artist Alley, but I was paying more than twice the amount of money for the spot, and it was a travel con, so I wasn't filling it out all the way. Like, it was just like very okay. But I'm thinking, because I'm local here, this layout might work out really well. Like, I mean, I don't have to do a whole like closet like her because I don't have as much apparel as Moonspice does. But I like that she had a little mini table here, and then that there's like traffic flow that can go in between like this. And I can do my regular typical table here. Maybe I can throw like an end table here, so this area is also just blocked off as well, so people don't just like come in and talk to me. No, if I don't mind chit-chatting with people at all. But if I want to hide, I could do this. And then she had like a mini print display here, and that looked really good. So I think starting like next week, I should really be considering like, you know, how I want to min-max this new Phoenix Fan Fusion 10 by 10 space. And also, perhaps more importantly, Fanime, which is the week before. And Fanime is going to be so hard because they are so strict with like how high above the table that you're allowed to go. It's like exactly 5 feet from tabletop. They go around with like the rulers and stuff. So yeah, and it's only a 6-foot table. But Fanime has historically been a relatively good con. So like you want to min-max as much as you possibly can for that display. So I will also start planning for that. That'll probably be the game plan for next week, honestly. Make sure I have all the supplies that I need. Make sure that I can budget, like, you know, how much inventory that I need to bring. Nick is planning to come with me to that, so I'll actually have 4 checked bags that I can bring on.
I just remembered the Southwest thing. So Southwest is taking away 2 free checked bags. Southwest has been my airline because of this policy, and now they're taking it away. There's no incentive to fly with them anymore. Oh my gosh, like forget it. We still have the companion pass, but I would not be surprised if they changed that up and took that away as well, or made it suck more. I'm very passionate about this thing. Freaking Southwest, you're making all the wrong moves. There's no reason for me to stay loyal to you, ho. Yeah. And then I also, of course, need to bring a lot of new arts to Fanime, especially since it's going to be my 3rd year there. I just want at least half the stuff to be new and different and fresh for people. I'm just very excited about it, the direction that I'm going in. And again, the hard part now is just that I need to make the art. I'm starting to think I'm like kind of a completionist in that I like to start and stop a project and go all the way through. But this book nook library illustration has been very tedious for me. I almost don't want to finish, but I'm almost there. Like I'm thinking like give myself some grace, pause, and then just start a new project, something that I can feel excited about, and just draft it out and work on that, because then I feel like I am, you know, 90% done with one thing, and then on top of that, I'll still also be like 50% done with another sketch, and I feel like that feels better and more complete in the whole picture versus just finishing 100% and then feeling a little burnt out and completing only like 10% of a new project by the end of next week. So that's like kind of my goal. Does any of this make any sense? Like, what is this artist girl math logic? Anyways, I have a lot of things to look forward to and to plan out. I really hope that you join in again next week so we can talk about the things that I've come up with, and then you guys can leave me comments and stuff. So I mean, this is just the absolute bare minimum preview of it. I just want to kind of just copy my friend, the layout at least, and work on some display items, and like I'll draft out some things. But thank you so much for joining in this week. It was a bit of a like slow vlog again, but I'm really glad that you could join in and see part of the behind the scenes process of what I'm doing daily basically. But okay, I'll see you guys next week. I'll show you guys the new stuff that I've come up with, and then please let me know what y'all think. All right, bye.
Bet you wish you just held on, yeah. She's